Hi folks, Matt here. Very excited to bring you this video. A little bit of a for information. Will and I are going down to Kent to visit Without a Clue Wargaming next weekend, and we're going to be playing Zone Mortalis, which is very exciting for the first time for me and Will. We haven't played it before, so it should be good. So, with that in mind, this is two 1500 point lists I've written for me to take down to take on Without a Clue Wargaming. So first we have Imperial Fists here, and then we also have a Word Bearer's Force that I'm going to be taking down. Haven't yet decided which one I'm going to be playing. We'll work that out on the day, I think, but I just wanted to run you through the lists that I'm planning on taking down. So let's start with the Imperial Fists. I am using the Zone Mortalis Combatant Force Organisation chart, so only one compulsory troop, which is my breaches here, because I am running the Stone Gauntlet Rite of War with my fists here. So let's start off. HQ, we have Alexis Pollux. He is a Master of the Legion, so he is allowing me to take the Stone Gauntlet. Obviously, as you can see, it comes just as stock, so Storm Shield, Power Fist with Combi Melter. I'm taking a second HQ choice. I'm taking a Legion Centurion, who I've upgraded to be a champion. He is in Cataphractii Terminator Armour, Storm Shield, Power Axe, which is quite cool. Has he got anything else? Nope, that's what he's got. So that's pretty cool. We have a 10-man squad of breachers. We have 2 melter guns and a Vexilla, and the sergeant has artificer armour and melter bombs. Obviously all with their boarding shields, so they'll all be toughness 5 if they're within coherency, and obviously defensive grenades off the shields, which is very handy. We then have a 15-man strong squad of phalanx warders. These are allowed to be troops as well because of the Rite of War I'm taking. Sergeant here at the front has a Power Fist and Artificer Armour, also has Melter Bombs. In the squad there are 4 Power Axes and 3 Plasma Guns, so they'll be quite handy when we get into the confines of Zone Mortalis. If they get charged, they get Weapon Skill 5. If there's enough of them in coherency, obviously they've got defensive grenades with their boarding shields as well, and again toughness 5 due to the Rite of War that I'm taking. At the back there we have a squad of 5 Tartarus pattern Terminators. 4 have Volkite Chargers, including the Sergeant, who's the one with the white head in the middle. We have a Reaper Autocannon. There are 4 Lightning Claws and a Chain Fist. The guy at the back there has the Chain Fist. This guy, although he looks like he's got 2 Lightning Claws, in game he's actually got Volkite Charger and Lightning Claw, but I thought he just looked a bit cool like that, so I kept him. And they're just sort of, well, they're quick in comparison to everybody else, but obviously they're still Terminators, so they're sort of going to be the quick reaction force, I think. Just jump on stuff if it gets through either of my breacher shield squads. And then I just move these forwards a bit. Finally we have a squad of 5 Terminators in Cataphractii armour. So the guy in the middle there at the front with the white helmet is the Sergeant. He has Chain Fist. There is 1 other Chain Fist, and there are 3 Power Fists, and all of them have Storm Shields using the new Forge World kit. These shields that have come through recently, they are very nice, and so they've all got them. So again, the Legion Champion will probably go with these guys, and because there are enough of them, they'll all be toughness 5 as well, which is quite handy. So that's it. It's quite a tough list. Obviously everything with the exception of the Tartarus Terminators will be toughness 5. Focus, good. Pollux will probably go in with the Phalanx Warders, and as I said before, the Centurion will go in with the shield terminators at the back. So yeah, I think they could be fairly good. 1500 points there. And then moving over, I have got my 1500 points of word bearers that I'm taking down. Now these guys are running Pride of the Legion, and again we're using the Zone Mortalis Combatant force organisation chart. So jumping into this, we have Zardulayak at the front here with his 2 blade slaves. He grants me Master of the Legion, which allows me to take the right. So the 2 blade slaves, very tough, very killy if I can get them into combat. We have to fulfill the charismatic leadership rule that we have, we've got to take either a chaplain or just a bog standard centurion. So this here is a chaplain with his power weapon, artificer armor, refractor field, and he has been upgraded with burning law, which makes him a psyker level 1, which is quite handy because obviously Sardulayak's already a psyker, so that just gives me a bit of extra poke in the psychic phase. And then because we're running my Pride of the Legion, we have veteran squads as troops. So we have one 10-man squad of sniper or marksman veterans rather. Sergeant in the middle there with the black helmet, artificer armor, and that's all he has. We've got 2 plasma guns, as you can see, one on each side. There is a Vexilla at the back here and squad-wide melter bombs as well, just in case I come up against anything that needs it. So they'll be pretty good. Possibly outflank them, possibly just start them on the board, haven't decided yet. We have a second squad of veterans, 10 strong. This time we are taking the Weapon Master's special rule. So we have a sergeant in the middle there with artificer armor, power fist, this chap. We have 2 power axes, 4 power swords, 1 power maul at the back there, 1 pair of lightning claws, and a melter gun. And again, squad-wide melter bombs, just to help out with any armour that I come across, any dreadnoughts or what have you. We have a 5-man squad of cataphracti terminators. Oh, sorry, beg your pardon. These guys also have dark channeling. So depending on what I roll at the start of the game, they could have zealot or +1 strength, or they could turn into demons, which is potentially very useful, but the demon side of things not quite so handy. We have a squad of cataphracti terminators, 5-man. These guys also have dark channeling, I believe. Yes, they do. So they have dark channeling. So Sergeant here has combi plasma, grenade harness, and lightning claw. No, power fist. I beg your pardon. Power fist. We have 1 other guy with a power fist. 2 other guys with power fist. Sorry. The plasma blaster, and that guy. 3 combi plasmas, a lightning claw, a chain fist, and a plasma blaster, as mentioned. And again, they've got burning law as well, which could be handy for giving them +1 strength, maybe, or zealot. And finally, and they're also troops because of the Pride of the Legion. So if I come across objective games, then all 3 of these squads will be scoring. And then finally, we have my 5-man squad of Galvor back. The sergeant, or the Dark Martyr rather, is the guy in the middle with the flames, this chap here, and he has artificer armor and a power fist. There are no other upgrades in that unit, they're just as they are. So they are pretty tasty in combat if I can get them there, and they should be relatively survivable, toughness 5 with a couple of wounds each. They should be reasonably survivable to get into combat in the first place. So yep, that's my word bearers. Well, not world eaters. That's my word bearers. So there's a bit of psychic chicanery. The chaplain will probably go in with the weapon master vets, just to give them zealot. Weapon master already given them weapon skill 5, so that's quite handy. Zardulayak and his blade slaves will hang around at the back. I'm probably going to roll on malefic demonology for him, or rather choose from malefic demonology for Cursed Earth, which would up the invulnerable save of my Galvor back, if I can keep them close enough, which would be very handy. And I haven't quite decided what this guy's going to roll on yet, but I will make that decision when we get there. So, that's my word bearers. That's my Imperial Fists, if we can zoom back in again there. Or, there we go. So, I'm sort of torn. I like the idea of playing the Imperial Fists because they're a proper sort of breaching force. It's all about shields and storming into enemy ships and stuff, which I think fits the Zone Mortalis ideal quite nicely. But I also quite like the idea of this word bearers list. It's pretty pokey. There's not all that many units, but it's still quite tough, and it's got some pretty decent damage output as well. So I'm not really sure which one I'd prefer to see. So if you fancy it, pop some comments down below. Let us know which one you would prefer to see in a game of Zone Mortalis against Without a Clue Wargaming. There will be a link to their channel in the description below, and please subscribe to them, drop them some comments. The games that Will and I are going to be playing will be on their channel, and then at some point later on in the year they'll be coming up to join us, and we'll have some games for this channel. But very much looking forward to it. They seem like some great guys, and they've got some lovely armies and a fantastic Zone Mortalis board, so it'd be good to put my armies up against some of theirs. So there we go, 1500 points Imperial Fists and 1500 points of Word Bearers. Let me know which one you prefer to see. Obviously, you guys Without a Clue, if you happen to watch this video, feel free to throw in your tuppence worth as well. Thanks folks, that's all from me, and I'll catch you soon. Cheers.